With our awards and prizes, AAAS recognizes scientists, engineers, authors, journalists, and public servants for significant contributions to science, scientific education, and the public's understanding of science. Our awards and their winners include the AAAS Philip Hague Abelson Prize honors an individual for sustained, exceptional contributions to the U.S. scientific community through research, policy, or civil service. This year's winner is Mary Woolley, the President and CEO of Research America. Research America, an alliance committed to making medical and health research a higher national priority, has flourished under her 35-year leadership, receiving steady attention from the media and thought leaders. Woolley is a sought-after expert on medical and health research policy and advocacy, a champion of public engagement by scientists, and a contributor to myriad other scientific causes. The AAAS Manny L. Baumick Award for Public Engagement with Science recognizes scientists and engineers who make outstanding contributions to public engagement with science. This year's winner is Brian Greene, Professor and Director of Columbia University's Center for Theoretical Physics. Greene is globally recognized for his extraordinary ability to inspire audiences of all ages about science. He's known to the public for his popular books on the universe, his many media appearances, and for co-founding the World Science Festival. The Washington Post called him the single best explainer of abstruse concepts in the world today. The AAAS Early Career Award for Public Engagement with Science recognizes early career scientists who demonstrate excellence in engaging the public on science and technology-related issues and promoting meaningful dialogue between science and society. This year's winner is Barak Alamad, Research Fellow at the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health. Alamad was inspired to study the impacts of climate change on health in his home country of Kuwait. He extensively studied the health of migrant workers who are exposed to extreme heat and dust storms. His sustained public engagement efforts helped make these impacts relatable and understandable to a broad audience. The AAAS David and Betty Hamburg Award for Science Diplomacy recognizes an individual or small group of people in the scientific, engineering, or foreign affairs communities for outstanding contributions to science diplomacy. This year's winner is the team of Daniel Whittle, Valerie Miller, and Eduardo Bonet Marone from the Environmental Defense Fund for fostering environmental and scientific cooperation between the United States and Cuba. Working with Cuban partners, they have helped protect Cuba's marine ecosystems, as well as the ocean waters that connect our two countries. They facilitated talks resulting in bilateral environmental agreements in 2017, preservation of a spectacular marine park, and a groundbreaking scientific expedition that circumnavigated Cuba. The AAAS Award for Scientific Freedom and Responsibility honors individuals or organizations whose exemplary actions, sometimes taken at significant personal cost, have served to foster and protect those ideals. This year's winner is Ensia Erfani, a researcher at the Perimeter Institute in Canada. Erfani previously served as an assistant professor of physics in Iran, but resigned from her position in 2022 at great personal risk to protest the government's violent crackdown on the peaceful woman life freedom protests. The Iranian cosmologist has consistently aligned herself with the values of academic freedom and human rights through her advocacy for at-risk students and scholars. The AAAS Lifetime Mentor Award honors university faculty and administrators with long and distinguished records of mentorship and leadership to increase the number of students from underrepresented backgrounds, women, and students with disabilities who complete PhDs in a STEM field. This year's winner is Juan F. Aratia, former director and principal investigator of the Model Institutions for Excellence project for the National Science Foundation in Puerto Rico. Under Aradia's leadership, the NSF project established an effective pathway into STEM careers, placing 720 students in research internships since 1998, and helped transform the reputation of universities in Puerto Rico. The AAAS Mentor Award honors university faculty and administrators with distinguished records of mentorship and leadership to increase the number of students from underrepresented backgrounds, women, and students with disabilities who earn PhDs in STEM. This year's winner is LaShawn Simpson Hendricks, Associate Professor in the Department of Biomedical Engineering at the University of Cincinnati. Hendricks has nurtured an inclusive cohort of biomedical scientists and engineers at Mississippi State University and the University of Cincinnati. She is distinguished for her unwavering support that continues beyond the classroom. Her influence extends to countless others, too, who she's inspired through speaking engagements. And finally, the AAAS Newcomb Cleveland Prize recognizes an outstanding original research paper published in Science each year. This year's winning paper is Nitrogen-Fixing Organelle in a Marine Alga, first published in Science on April 12, 2024. In this study, an international team of scientists identified a new organelle within single-celled algae that converts nitrogen gas into ammonia to help it survive in the nutrient-poor ocean. This cellular structure is derived from another microbe that the algae has incorporated. This discovery fundamentally expands our understanding of cell biology by providing insight into the evolution of organelles, a process that was pivotal in the evolution of complex life and has likely only occurred a handful of times in biology. Please join us in celebrating this year's award winners. Visit AAAS.org/awards to learn more about these awards and prizes, as well as others AAAS bestows each year.